That's what I said, but they didn't believe me. I said it over and over, and like none of them were actually listening apparently. So they thought I was lying. Can you believe that? Lying? Me? I would never. I would never lie. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Hello, welcome to the QuvarTV show. I'll be your Quvar for the evening, and I would never tell a lie. I'm just like Abraham Lincoln Washington. I will cut down trees and throw them at you. Please. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day. Welcome to a very special stream here today. It's something that is very near and dear to my heart. The finale of my short story. I know there's a lot of people out there who have not probably been able to follow along with every bit of it, but that's kind of the nature of streaming. So if you're interested, all of the previous chapters that I've read are available on Twitch as VODs. Eventually, someday, YouTube, once I get the time to actually organize that. But for now, they are out there. And before we begin reading properly, I'll give a very, very quick recap of the general gist of what's going on here. Hello, Bottoms. Welcome to the stream, and congratulations on the love at first sight. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. Love at first sight. Love at first sight. Bottoms. No, that seems accurate. That seems like that works. That makes sense. And fight vampires once in a while. Every once in a while, I think fighting a vampire is an important task that we should all participate in, not just for the sake of our own mortal souls, but for the sake of their immortal souls. Because if we don't fight them, then their lives are nothing but misery and bloodshed. And contrary to popular belief, not many vampires actually enjoy drinking blood. They all think it's kind of icky, as they say. So the more we can do to make their lives worthwhile and in like more clear or certain terms rather, their unlives worthwhile, as in we're going to murder them, and that will be the single indicator of I lived a life that had meaning because now I am dead. It's it's a classic American dream, isn't it? Pleasure to see you all. It was another busy, crazy day at work. The week never ends. It only begins over and over. It's Mondays all the way down. But I am doing relatively well. I am bees. Bees. Hello, Naut. Thank you for releasing the bees. And hello, Hinata. Welcome to the stream, both y'all. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. Pleasure to see you. And thank you for the... you thought you could sneak up on me? No. I'm watching. And you're so small now. Look, I'm large today. I am large and in charge. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to try? You still going to try? Boop, fuck. How do you have so much strength in your fingertips? Boop, fuck. How do you do that? Boop, 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 boop. Fucking shit. At least you can't hit me in the eye this time. I'm wearing protection. Boop. Boop, fuck. Okay, so I will admit these glasses do not have lenses in them. Boop. Leave me alone. I've moved on. The conversation has moved on. Go away. Yeah, you've done your part. Thank you. Have a good night. Goodbye. Thank you, Hinata, for the hashtag 420 boopit. I appreciate it. These glasses themselves do not have lenses in them because they are fake. That being said, I do have real glasses that I need to wear frequently because I am nearly blind. This is my life. This is what I must contend with. But I have an eye doctor appointment next week, actually, for the first time in several years, to update my prescription. So hopefully I can see a little bit better. I was a little blind before. Every day. It's a squinter's day for me. You know what they say? He's a squinter. Because I'll have difficulty seeing anything that's anywhere further than a few feet in front of me. Nearsighted, that's me. That'll change. I've always heard that as you age, your vision shifts to the extent of like if you start nearsighted, you'll end up like flip-flopping to farsighted as you get older, and possibly vice versa. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I've never researched it, and I refuse to, because fact checking will ruin the podcast, and I refuse to do so. I will make sure that we are at top peak quality at all times. So no fact checking here. Not once, not never. I'll never be caught doing this. Google is my enemy. But yeah, it's been a not so week. Work is awful. I hate working, but I must do so to continue to live my life. One day, perhaps, I will win that lottery and be able to live freely and comfortably without having to give of my body and soul every day. But that day's not today. Today is a Tuesday, a very particular Tuesday, in which we will, without further ado, begin reading the final 4 episodes of Beauty and the Yeast, my short story that I wrote several years ago during a Nuzlocke Survivor competition played on the internet. Basically, the reality TV show Survivor played out through a Pokemon Nuzlocke and on Discord. Lots of challenges, inter-party, tribe communications. You got your alliances, your confessionals, all that stuff. But along the way, you have to document your Nuzlocke itself with screenshots to prove that you're playing the game and post them on the forum. Most people, 99%, posted the screenshots with some sparse commentary or jokes, or sometimes just the screenshots themselves. I took it upon myself to, for whatever reason, whatever possessed me, I took it upon myself to write an entire short story, ad-libbed, moment by moment, using the screenshots I had taken, with no memory of why I took them or what the story is meant to be. I was extremely sleep-deprived, participating in the competition itself, writing about 130,000, I think, words in my confessional, basically a novel in and of itself, and working full time. So amongst all of that, I found the time to not sleep and instead write this short story. The short story being that of our hero, Brad, short for Bradward, a cameraman who is participating in Nuzlocke Survivor by virtue of continuing to do his cameraman duties pro bono. What a deal he's gotten. And in the process of both filming and participating in the show, he discovers some very unusual things going on, which he has been grappling with, whether or not it is all in his head, whether he is paranoid, delusional, or if it's something that is real that is happening around him, whether there is actually a shadow council, a world government, a council of evil, or whatever it may be that is conspiring against him and or the world, whether they are planning to destroy him, destroy the world, use him as a vessel for something greater, something evil. It is unclear what is happening, but there's something that it just does not sit right with him. The way people talk to him, they refuse to call him by his name, Brad. People who he hasn't even met yet call him by the name Bread, and it's sitting poorly with him because he was named after his great-great-grandpappy, after all. Our hero, Brad, is a wonderful young man, 26 years of age, who has lived a full life trying out all new ventures and endeavors and really, really getting a lot out of each moment that he lives. He falls in love easily and is on a journey to find 100 friends along the way, but he's been struggling, and it's unclear what's going to happen from here. But that's the basic gist of it. There's a lot to this story. It is actually relatively dense. There is a lot of details. It's very quick and snappy. So if it is something that you enjoy, either from listening to these last few chapters or something that you had seen some of, I do highly recommend checking out the previous VODs to get the full story itself, because I was pleasantly surprised the first time that I read it. Because when I wrote it, I didn't read it. I didn't have time for that. I didn't proofread. I didn't edit. I didn't revise. I just wrote, posted, and ran away because I was busy. But I read it on stream in my first year, and it was quite enjoyable. I was pleasantly surprised by the story that was shared. And I have been eager to share that with more people since then. And it's been a pleasure and a blessing. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being interested. Let's begin the Beauty and the Yeast finale. With episode 14? 16. Episode 16, The Verge of Collapse. I should probably post a quick message in chat and pin that so that people know. I will be primarily focused on reading the chapter as I'm reading, so it doesn't get too distracted or all over the place. So I may be a little delayed on reading chat and getting caught up on chat while I'm reading the chapter, though I will catch up once the chapter is complete, if you have anything to say during that time frame. Pin for ever. Thank you. Thank you for getting comfy, Bottoms. Appreciate it. Yes, everybody grab your blankets, grab your tea, grab your cocoa, and sit here with me as I read this story. Hello and welcome to my deathbed. Of bad mistakes, I have made many, and now I have accepted my fate and am prepared to spend the rest of my life reflecting my regrets and atoning for my sins. That's not what this update is about, though. Or at least, I don't expect it to be. This update is about Brad. Not me. Short for Bradward. A better man than I could ever be. Episode 16. The Verge of Collapse. There's no denying it at this point. I have been getting weaker. I thought it may have just been the poor eating and sleeping habits brought about by the nature of this survival game, but it's more than that. My skin is growing pale and cracked, stemming from my heart and stretching along my skin like a crisp gray corruption flowing through my veins. It's beginning to peek out from under my shirt. I don't get many opportunities to really look at myself, and I don't take my shirt off often, so I didn't notice it immediately. My vitality is draining away. I have my suspicions, I do, and at this point it is pretty clear there is something going on with that name that everyone has been calling me. The pain, the twinge of anguish I feel each time someone looks me in the eyes and says that wretched word. It is more than just emotional, more than just an irritation. It is a physical pain. Like I'm being stabbed in the heart with a white-hot knife, searing my flesh and melting into me. I thought I was overreacting. The first few times it wasn't so bad. Easily passed off as an uncomfortable, anxious feeling that one would get when not being respected or being mocked. But with each time it grew stronger, more evident. Still, maybe I was just bubbling with emotions, and time after time after time of being disrespected, of my great-great-grandpappy's name being spat upon. It would make sense for that pain to get larger and larger, yes? But not to this extent. Something is happening. There's some dark purpose behind all of this, and somehow I'm trapped in the middle with no clue about what is going on. The camera grows heavier with each passing day. It takes so much to keep lugging it around, to continue fulfilling my duties. I've signed a contract, though, so I can't stop. I won't stop. I will be strong, and I will outlive this evil that is threatening to eclipse the world. Or my name isn't Bradward Justice. Oh shoot, what time is it? I'm running late again. I can't keep getting so far behind on these checkpoints, or I'll be in breach of contract, my soul will be forfeit or something. Ugh. Have to move. Gotta go fast. Huh? What's that? That's not a catwalk. What is the fashion brigade doing here? Heading for the space station. They're going to blow up the moon? I can't let that happen! It is meant to fall in a couple of days and end all of us, and that schedule must be kept. With Team Magma around, I guess strolls on the beach aren't safe. Are you saying our long walks on the beach are in jeopardy? Because when they blow up the moon, it will throw the tides all out of whack and it just won't be the safe? We can't have that. Don't worry. My name may be Bradward, but my middle name is Justice. And nothing deserves justice more than the moon. Those are both tarot cards. Did I ever tell you about the time that You know what? Now isn't the time. I'm not having any of that. I know it looks disgusting, Grandfather, but trust me. I've been eating out of the trash for days and or weeks, and look at me. I'm as healthy as... Cuff. As... I'm healthy. Just try the trash cookie. I know you'll like it. If you don't want it, though, that's fine. I could probably use the nourishment from it more than you at this point. You look hale and hearty as a bull. I just thought I heard you say that you were hungry, but I now realize you were saying that you were afraid that those fashionable mooks were going to succeed in blowing up the moon. My apologies. Very easy to mistake the words.
I know that things are a little haywire right now, but...
But... You want what? I'm sorry. I can't let you carry the camera. It is a very expensive piece of machinery, and I actually think it may be beginning to meld into my skin, and I will soon be a low-wrench cyborg of some sort. I may also just be hallucinating, because I have been in questionable health. I have to go save the moon now. See ya!
We gave you fair warning. There's nothing sneaky about us.
You have been very blatant, but I don't think lining up and marching in a parade chanting M-O-O-N, that spells explosion, absolves you of the crimes you are committing. You may not be sneaky, particularly in those beautiful but flashy outfits, but that doesn't mean you aren't vagabonds and rapscallions. I guess in many ways, I am too. Does that mean I can snag one of those hoodies?
Okay, I get it already. The next time will come unannounced.
I don't think that is exactly the lesson to be learned from this conversation, but at least it sort of shows you are trying to listen to me, and that is a step in the right direction. It is important to accept some conflicting discourse into your life to help broaden your horizons a bit. Inviting alternative perspectives. It doesn't mean you need to accept them all as correct, but it can help to inform your own point of view on life. I did notice that you ignored my question about the hoodies, though, so I'll drop that for now, because clearly it isn't going to happen. Yet.
We mean to take every last bit of it.
You're going to blow up the moon and spend the rest of your life scouring the planet for each chunk of moon rock until you can rebuild it as a monument to your accomplishments in your backyard? That's madness! You'll surely be missing pieces that flew off away from the planet, or disintegrated. It's very unlikely you will ever have a fully complete model. Have you ever seen Return of the Jedi? Yeah, that's going to be you, and everybody will laugh at your foolishness. Please, rethink this plan. Mutiny is always an option, and turning your back on your friends or allies for little reason never backfires on anyone. Trust me.
Our leader said no one, but no one gets past me.
Well, what a pleasant coincidence.
Ding dong, hello.
My name just happens to be no one. You haven't read The Odyssey by chance, have you? Anyway, I suppose that means I can get past you. Excuse me. Ding dong, hello. Hello, Smash or Pass. Thank you for joining the Kuv Army. There's no turning back. You're mine now. I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm reading right now, but I'll go with you later.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, hello. I am no one. I'm meant to be up here. I need to speak with Maxie, please. I believe he may have given you explicit instructions to allow me to pass.
A reckless go-getter, are you? Okay. I'll go first.
I appreciate that you appreciate my gumption. I suppose you are a well-read man as well, eh? and you'll be the first to allow me to pass. How nice of you. Perhaps we can be friends, and when all this is over, we can hang out and talk about books or manga or something. Here's my number. My, uh, my real name is Brad. It's short for Bradward. Funny that we are on the topic of the Odyssey, though, because as it so happens, my great-great-grandpappy, whom I'm named after, spent a few of his years... Oh, right, the moon is going to explode. Priorities, I suppose. By the way, any chance I could get one of those hoodies later, or... Well, hello, Tabitha. I see you're in high spirits. If you'll excuse me, I need to speak with my good friend Stephen and your leader, Maxie. Excuse me, pardon me. Team Magma. I can't believe they intend to blow up the moon. Can you, Stephen? Oh, hi, by the way. Nice to see you again. What is your end goal, Maxie? I don't understand. You seem set on destroying the entire world and not in the way foretold by the prophecy. Why do you fight against fate in such a reckless, feckless manner? Join me and take down the system with purity and incredible cinematography.
Since you're so curious, you deserve an explanation.
Yes, please. Enlighten us as to what your grand plan is. That moon has a face, you know. It could even have a family.
It will be savage!
I mean, yeah, but... What? You're just doing it for the thrill? Are you some sort of crazy adrenaline junkie and cliff diving just doesn't do it for you anymore, so you decide to blow up the moon? Or are you just super hardcore and you think people will see you as radical and awesome if you do it? Do you play a barbarian or something? Brad, you're going to help me. I mean, yeah, sure. My name is Brad, and I'll do just about anything for love, or for you, Stephen. I'm also compelled by my bloodline curse to fight against injustice, and what is a greater injustice than turning your guns on the moon, even if it is haunted? I'm freaking pumped! Magma Leader Maxie and Tabitha would like to battle. I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day! Let's go! You're gonna bring the demons out of me! And now we're getting into a battle, which is non-canon but canon to the story. Because it does break the fourth wall, so it's hard to say what's canon and what's not.
Aye, Captain.
Oh, hey, it's a fight. Believe it or not, but I was warned a bit about this fight because some brave soul took pity on me and offered the small morsel that this was a double battle where you were stuck with Steven's garbage Pokemon, which I should have known if I played Pokemon more often, and that the enemy led with a deadly Swords Dance, Absol, and Shiftry. Now that should probably be enough information for me to come up with some brave plan to deal with them, especially being somewhat familiar with Maxie's Shiftry, just that it knows Fake Out, really. Haven't fought it for more than one turn. But I am me, so my strategy was basically, I don't know, let's see if this works again. Jewel, because she is my shining light and led me to believe that she was capable and vapable due to that lucky fight against Tate and Liza. Rorschach, because he is a big buff boy and could possibly take some hits and whittle them down if it gets down to it. They're mostly dark types. Probably. Right? And Peanut, because I love her too and she hits hard, usually. Totally a strategy. Cotton, let's see how it plays out for me. Absol fainted. Now is the part of the recap where I have to try and actually remember how I went about beating this. I'm pretty sure I popped an X attack first thing, not wanting to risk wasting a turn on Fake Out. Then I threw in Dragon Dance. I think, just the one. Absol hit me eventually, and I took the risk on bringing him down. I believe it didn't kill, but the Metang made a smart choice and very helpful move and Metal Clawing it to finish it off. Otherwise, things could have gotten a bit dicier. Because I think it Swords Danced again? Memories and whatnot. Good start. Took more damage than I would have liked, but good start. Now I'm headed into completely unknown territory, aside from being somewhat familiar with Maxie's Pokemon. Shiftry fainted. Ah, Camerupt. At least if it has Earthquake, it won't hit Jewel, and there goes Shiftry with no trouble. This should be easy from this point on, right? Metang fainted. Fire kills the Metang. Dang, Steven, what are you even here for? Critical hit on the Houndoom. Don't know if I needed that, but it was definitely appreciated. Don't recall if I healed in between that after getting hit by Flamethrower or something, or if that is just the leftovers. Something like that. Aggron fainted. Oops, there's the Earthquake. Bye-bye, Aggron. You barely did anything. I'm gonna sneeze. Fucking hell, bless me. That wasn't a part of the story. That was real life. Camerupt fainted. Assuming that the Crobat probably wouldn't have too much to hurt Steven, I decided that the Camerupt was priority. I also soon discovered that the Crobat loves to use Protect, so yeah, that can wait a bit. Tanky guy here with the wheezing. Only did a little over half damage with my first hit, I believe, and got toxicked, I believe, for my trouble. I think I had even gotten hit once before this with it and healed up with a full restore. Safety first. Wheezing second. Super glad that it didn't explode on me in any way, if it even knew how. Crobat fainted. Silly, annoying Crobat wearing all its PPE and being able to continue working and supporting its family. Took longer than I would have liked given the poison, and perhaps I should have just cured myself of that, but hey, I don't think. And they were defeated. Asses stomped. Overall, that went a lot better than I expected, but was very scary. Thank the golden gods for shining their light down on me in this one way at least, even if they spurn me so often otherwise. Good job, Jewel. They all told me you were stupid. I know you're beautiful, though, so I guess that makes me ugly. Also, full disclosure, I took a single step before taking the screenshot, and that was enough for Jewel to take another pip of poison damage, so there may be a slight discrepancy there. Oops. Surely that will never come up again. And now, that the battle is over, we hop back into the story proper. Ellipses. Well, Maxie, what do you have to say for yourself? Are you going to apologize for trying to bully the moon? Are you going to give up your dastardly ways and disband your Shei-Sheik cult? Are you going to finally reveal all the secrets of what is being plotted and why you're all after me? Are you going to give me one of those hoodies?
If we, Team Magma, are wrong.
What do you mean? Are you saying that even your understanding of what is happening is skewed and that you're acting on incomplete information? Are you two just pawns in this game being played by gods or people that believe themselves to be such?
There appear to be more important matters that I must examine.
I would very much like if you would share your knowledge with me and not just leave it all vague and cryptic. Still, even incomplete or misinformed knowledge is a bit more than what I've been going off of so far. Please tell me what the plot is. Oh, drat, how awful it will be if I'm to be eliminated from the competition before I have to pull some rinky-dink explanation out of the air for all that has been happening. Oh, woe is me that I'm being freed from these shackles of improvised storytelling that is still bound by the story being told in the game. Oh dear, oh bother. Oh, whatever shall I do when I'm forced to leave this all without a conclusion, entirely out of our hands. Out of my hands. Oh no, how could they? The italicized words are always myself, Kuvar, the author, speaking, just to be clear. And Maxie ran off, jumping through the window to escape, all while that voice in my head was monologuing and I believe sarcastically lamenting the fate of this universe that I live in. What a horrible beast they must be. Ow, my head. That was too tense, Bread. Thank you. Yes, it was pretty tense, Stephen. Thank you for allowing me to carry you on my back during that excursion. It really gave my ego the shot it needed right now. Also, please, can you not call me that? I don't know if you're being compelled to do so by some otherworldly force or if you're doing it of your own accord, but please, can't we just be normal friends? I have something to give you as thanks for your support. Oh no, don't worry. I need nothing but your companionship. I didn't help you for the promise of a reward. I helped you for friendship. And for justice. Please come see me at home after this. Wow, that's... That... Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll come to your house. Huh. I need to bathe. One implied sea scrubbing later. Bread. Still with that name, that word, this ungodly ritual. As you can see, there's not much here, but this is my home. Home is where the heart is, home is what you make of it. My heart is here, right now, with you, within these four walls. Platonic friendships are the best, are they not? Thank you for all that you've done. You're stepping really close to me, Stephen. I thought I might have been ready for this, but I'm getting really nervous now. My heart is racing, pounding against my chest. I need to come clean with you. It isn't just you. I've been traveling this deserted island on a quest to make 100 friends, but I think there's a good chance that I have inadvertently been building a harem instead. No need to be shy. You've earned this. Hmm? I don't know. Faded black, I suppose. You don't know what happened here. Could have been anything. Maybe they played Scrabble. I don't write smut. That's ridiculous. Well, that was invigorating. I feel almost like a new man. I suppose there's nothing quite like a good, hard game of Scrabble to revitalize you after a long week or month or however long of nonstop trauma. And he was so nice and gentle and loving with the way he played Scrabble against me. Whew. Time to get back to work, I suppose. Have to get my mind off of Steven and his huge mind for playing Scrabble. I swear, if I hadn't made it clear that I had responsibilities and had to go, we could have gone for hours and hours just playing Scrabble all over his house. Anyways, I suppose I should take to the ocean. Maybe explore a little. That spark of adventure has been reignited within me a bit. Maybe I can make some new Pokemon friends along the way. And I suppose I do still have that wife crime to look into, somewhere around the ocean. Thankfully, Steven helped teach me how to dive down deep and hold my breath for a really long time. Anyway, this is Lily. She's a bit awkward, but she always tries her best. Will do just about anything for her friends, including fighting through a deadly time loop to find the timeline where her friends don't have to suffer as much, though she herself would be suffering far more than they would. I love her. I don't fully remember the train of thought that led to this name. Something with Mothra, and then that turned into Lilith at some point, and eventually I somehow landed on Lily. That has its own funny connection, though, because my very first Nuzlocke, I had a Venomoth named Matthew, who was a very good and strong boy that stayed with me through the end of the game. And as everyone knows, Matthew is short for Maddie, and Maddie himself is actually named Lily in real life, so that's a cute coincidence. Does anyone remember ATV from Twitch Plays Pokemon? Golly, that first game was magical.
Ahoy! I'm a buff, tough sailor. I've braved the world's seas.
And I just have to say that I love your prose. It has a real simple ingenuity and flow to it. When does your album drop? Seriously, great stuff, and I want to see you expand on it. Beep. Huh? A phone call? Who could this be? Unregistered number? Ellipses. Hello? Ellipses. Who is this? Can I help you? Hi, Brad. May? Hello? Is that you? Where have you been? Are you okay? You ran away and haven't answered any of my calls. And now you're calling me from... what? A burner? Did you just lose your phone? It fall in water? There is a lot of that around here. What's going on? Ellipses. Silence. May? Is there something wrong? Is this about the Shadow Council, the Dark Covenant? Scott? The ritual? I know that there is something going on, and the last time we spoke it almost seemed like you were free from... something. I know you're still calling me by that name, but I don't know anymore if that is even a conscious effort on the parts of anyone. Talk to me, May. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like what? Your voice is shaking. You sound terrified. Are you safe, May? Where are you? I can come find you. I have almost all of the area traversal moves now. Just tell me what... Click. What is going on? I can't help her. Can't help myself. Can't help anyone by standing around in the middle of the ocean. I have a mission to accomplish. Hi-ho, Silver. Away.
I put a message in a bottle and put it out to sea.
Message in a bottle, yeah? Are you sending an SOS to the world? I think the world itself may be sending one right back, but I hope that your message reaches wherever you hope it will. This prompted me to check out the music video for a bit, just for fun, and wow, they all seem like they're having a blast. Maybe I'm projecting, but it seems like a jolly good time with a couple of friends hanging out and making tunes. This is a nothing aside, really, but it made a little impact on me when I saw it, and I've typed longer diatribes for smaller reasons.
Hey, was it you throwing garbage into the sea?
Nah, that was probably just all the sea ghosts. I talked to a different old man about that a while back, and he claimed that they had all been exorcised already. Perhaps they weren't all cleansed, or some made it back. You'd think all the salt in the water would do something about them, but maybe they've been birthed into it, molded by it, and are now stronger than before, and that is how they were able to survive the exorcism. I think sea ghosts are the least of my concerns, though, so I'm afraid I can't help you with that right now. If I find some time after vanquishing all the evil in the world, I'll try my hand at it, though. Skipping a bunch of screenshots again because I have a problem and only I can solve it for now. This is Delilah. She lives in New York City, which is nebulous miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Gong, gong, gong. Do, gong, 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 gong. I love her. Nope, don't remember how I landed on Delilah either. Pretty sure it had nothing to do with the Plain White T's song at the time. Could have even been as simple as Delilah. I was in another funk of self-loathing at the time, aren't we all? So a lot of what I did is sort of lost to time and is only marked in history by these screenshots.
Are you planning on going deep in there?
That's what. Never mind. No time for childish antics now. Corporate mandate.
I can make you something good if you bring me the ingredients.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients. I don't really have time to do that right now, though. Maybe I can help you out later? My name is Brad, by the way. It's short for Bradward.
But with focus, one can overcome.
It is tough to focus sometimes, but if you can maintain concentration and not let too many little outside distractions get to you, it can really help you to... Sorry, I got distracted. What were we talking about? There's this pain pulsing through my veins. I'm sorry. I just need to rest for a moment. It will pass, I'm sure. Okay. Shake it off. Let's go diving, maybe. I had to find Captain Stern's wife. This is Kimberly. She loves beer and cheese, but only in moderation. They're sort of a delicacy for her, so she partakes sparingly. I haven't questioned her much about her upbringing, so I don't know why her go-to meal is lobster and a glass of Shiraz. I love her. Yeah, honestly, chances are high that she's named this because of Kimberly. My creative juices were really flowing when I played this. This is Alan. He may look mean, but he's a total sweetheart and is very protective of his friends. He also smells like elderberries. I love him. Nope, totally lost on this one. I know there was a reason, and it's possible it somehow stems from the You Can Call Me Al song. Great song, by the way. Love it. Pretty fun music video, too. Simple, a little weird, but effective. That flute solo kills me. Having so much fun. Golly, I love choreography, even simple things like what is in there. Great simplistic comedy, too. Why can humanity be so amazing and also so awful? So much potential for good and evil in all of us. I should probably stop watching music videos while I'm supposed to be working on this update. When I'm surrounded by the blue sea and sky, it feels as if time slows down. Are you saying that in addition to all of the occult and scientific experiments and rituals taking place on this deserted island that I already know about, they are also causing fluctuations in the space-time continuum? I do faintly recall talking with someone else about this, but my memory is fading and I don't remember the specifics. Maybe that conversation didn't happen in this timeline? They're going to tear apart the entire fabric of reality at this point. Has science gone too far? Doctors hate this island and its many complicated secrets. I wonder if we can somehow harness the power of those time shifts and use it to be kind and rewind time so we can work on figuring out some way to stop the moon from crashing into the planet without blowing it up. It could be worth a shot, but we have to deal with one apocalyptic scenario at a time, even though we are currently facing an innumerable number of them. First priority is dealing with this wife crime, though. But before that, I could always use more friends. This is Baker. He is an attorney. I love him. Baker? How curious. I wish I could understand my own mind sometimes. Reverse engineering the naming process for these Pokemon is impossible. Baker, Armadillo, Almond? Nah, I got nothing. His name is Baker, though. I'll let you know if I ever figure out why. After all I've done to get here, I won't give up after one setback. I'll never give up. I'll never give in. Even if I bring about my own destruction, I will fight against fading away. Fight against the dying of the light. Never surrender. Never be game over. Nothing hits harder than life. But it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. You can't point fingers at people saying that you aren't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. No, no, no.
Johnny,
Yeah.
sorry to
That's
tell
from
you that
this thing.
to return to your life of debt.
Yeah.
The people clap loud when you win a Grammy. They clap louder when you win an Oscar. But the people clap the loudest when you fall. And Champ got knocked out today.
There are some last words that I'd like to say to the group. Guys, I don't care how tough you think you are. Nothing hits harder than life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, okay? And don't be pointing fingers saying, I'm not where I need to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
That's right, buddy. Pop off, King. That's where that comes from. Easy for you to say, Brad. You're a strong man, continuing to march on despite everything that is stacked against you. Suppose in your mind you're a protagonist, though, yeah? You may not really feel that, but you have proven that you are at least a somewhat self-aware character, so some part of you must know that you're in a story, and you're the central focus. All eyes on you, remember? But heroes don't always win. And in real life, there are far fewer heroes than in stories. I'm not one of them.
My whole life has been about losing, but I will never give up.
Why is the game trying to call me out like this? Who's talking? It's nothing. Keep on keeping on, kid.
Aw, phooey.
I remember that TV show. Aw, Kafui, the #1 super guy. He was quicker than the human eye, in fact.
Through fishing, I have attained a state of becalmed serenity.
That's really nice for you. It is important, I think, to find an activity, a place, a purpose to bring tranquility and stillness into your life. So many things can get so chaotic or maddening, so hectic and stressful. It is important that you treat yourself and find some way to get away from it for a bit. For you, it's fishing. For some, it is baking or yard work, meditation, golfing, reading a book, listening to music. For me, it's staring at the sky. The clouds drifting by, taking so many shapes and forms. The soft, the wispy, the poofy, the harsh. Staring into the vast blue yonder, expanding from horizon and beyond. Cloudy, clear, sunrise or sunset. The colors splash across the clouds, the cresting or falling sunlight bringing life and vibrancy, variety to the air. And at night, the stars like an endless sea. The darkness is so deep, it should be scary, but instead I find it comforting. It is deep, but it isn't empty. Littered with stars and light amidst the darkness, it almost acts as a reminder that even amongst the worst that is out there always exists some little point of light, some value, some goodness. It is a reminder that there is something worth fighting for. Sorry, I tend to ramble sometimes. I'm sure I've broken your serenity here, so I'll apologize and leave you to your peace. Have a beautiful day, friend. Something worth fighting for, huh? Never give up. Well, that is spooky. I wonder what could be in this cave hidden at the bottom of the sea. It's a good thing that this camera is waterproof, apparently. I really should have checked that before diving in. My judgment has been a little hazy, a little lacking lately. I think my mental faculties may be deteriorating somewhat. It's probably nothing. I have to find Archie and Stern's wife. I have to keep filming. I have to find the answer. the answers. Oh, well, that was easy. Hello, Mrs. Stern. It's good to see you again. Have you been well? Your husband has just been worried sick about you. Where's Archie? He and his band of no-good wife criminals have to be stopped. Up top? Thanks for the assist, ma'am. We'll be getting you home and back in your big bed with your husband soon enough, or my middle name isn't Justice. And it is. My first name is Brad. It's short for Bradward. This is Jaeger. He is very independent and follows his own judgment, taking heed of the words of his friends and family, but forging his own path without being controlled by anyone. I love him. This one is easy. I saw a cool metal man and thought of Pacific Rim. A really cool movie that I actually haven't seen yet. I'm pretty sure it's cool, though. I hear there's a big robot that uses a cruise ship as a greatsword, basically. Some may say it bad, but I prefer to think of it as a sword. Granted, that thing was too big to be called a sword. Too big, too thick, too heavy, and too rough. It was more like a large chunk of iron. Anyways, Caesar seems pretty neat. Skipping through more screenshots, I'm so good at my job.
I'm not afraid. Don't get me wrong.
It's okay to be scared. It's natural and important for survival, frankly. There are irrational fears, yes, but fear itself is a natural reaction. There couldn't be irrational fears if they weren't rational ones, yeah? Don't run in fear of fear. It doesn't make you any lesser. It just makes you more human. But you should be afraid right now. My name is Brad. It's short for Bradward. Middle name is Justice. And justice was served. Don't do wife crimes, kids! Oh, hello again, miss. I remember you from the Institute, if I recall correctly. You were rather rude to me. You did call me cute, though, so I think we sort of had a thing going. How have you been?
I'm going to give you a little taste of pain. Resign yourself to it.
Oh, I'm, not really into that sort of thing. I've tried it a few times and it just isn't for me. I don't begrudge people their lifestyles, no kink shaming here, but I'm just not here for that. I have resigned myself to the idea that my life will be smattered with pain for the foreseeable future, though. That is for sure, given the way my body is rotting away and all the horrible things that are coming to a head here. It really feels like we're headed for some sort of climax, doesn't it? The crescendo is building. Aqua and Shelley, ass stomped into the dirt.
Ouch!
Oh, that was sudden. Maybe I should have clarified. I've tried both sides of this play, and neither is really my jam, so I can't be who you want me to be. I'm sorry.
You're so darn strong.
Getting weaker by the day, actually. But thanks for the little pick-me-up. I hope that you can find someone that can fulfill your needs. Maybe we can at least be friends once this is all over?
Maybe. You must be something.
Please don't. I don't want to be anything more than I already am. I'm just a cameraman. I'm just Brad. I don't want to be caught up in all of this, but somehow it has found its way to me, and I can't ignore it. I've been forced into this spot by whatever fate has in store for me, so I must see it through to the end, whatever that may be. It's short for Bradward. And then Brad walked around for a while and eventually found the furthest depths of the seafloor cavern, yada yada, transitional exposition. Here's the next scene. We're almost at the end, I think.
Hold it right there.
Ah! Oh, it's just you, Archie. Wait, how did I get here? I don't remember walking. What is that? Where am I?
I have waited so long for this day to come.
What's happening? Where are we? I'm sorry. I'm just a bit befuddled at the moment. What have you been waiting for? I feel like we're standing on the precipice of something very important here. Perhaps something that should not come to pass. There's a hell of a lot of instability at play on this absolutely deserted island and its surrounding waters as is without you crazy cults pulling off these occult rituals.
But that's all over now.
The rituals? Wait, do you mean that it is too late? We're past the point of no return? That can't be. Unless you're talking about one ritual in particular or something. Because I still really feel like there are several being performed at the same time around here.
For the realization of my dream, you must disappear now.
Excuse me? What dream do you have that requires me to disappear? Are you trying to save my soul in some sick, twisted act of affection because you're aware of the toll that at least one of the factions is putting on me? Are you trying to put me out of my misery, or is this the final act of the already begun destruction of my mortal soul? Is my body going to be used as a vessel for some entity that you oppose? Whose side are you on? Who opposes you? Do you know of a man named Scott? Aqua Leader Archie would like to battle. Fine. If that's how you want to play it, no more gabbing. Just jabbing. Fists for the future. Another fight! Do fight, yeah. Another one? This one I knew nothing about, so I went in with my standard strategy of, I don't know, I'll just use whatever Pokemon I have with me and see if I can make it work. I bet you'll never guess what I did, given my recent history with the game. Cacturne defeated. Well, I definitely took some hits there, but guess what? Yep, I fed Teresa a few X attacks for good measure. I didn't fully set up on her because the Cacturne was actually hitting decently hard, so I think I only gave her 2 or 3. Cacturne did end up setting up 1 layer of spikes, I believe. Also Leech Seed? That sounds about right, considering what the rest of the screenshots look like. Vaporeon defeated. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That Vaporeon didn't stand a chance. Hey guys, did you know that in terms of getting hit by Dodrio with a slightly buffed attack, Vaporeon is one of the most compatible in Archie's new team of getting one-hit KO'd? That Leech Seed is still active, though. Wishcash defeated. More like wish you weren't dead? Got him. I wonder if that Leech Seed is okay to just leave there like this. Fulcrodont defeated. More like crowd cried at your funeral? Haha, served. This Leech Seed is fine, right? Sharpedo defeated. More like Sharpay was not the true villain of High School Musical. She was a born performer and put her heart and soul and her life into the arts and was snatched from the top by 2 people who didn't even care about her passion, and she was painted as a villain just for following her dreams. That Leech Seed, some rough skin. Nah, it's totally fine, right? Crobat defeated. Nope, I got too scared and didn't want to risk it. Sent out big beefy Zebedee to take the rest of it, getting poisoned along the way. Aqua Leader Archie defeated. Too big and too strong, though admittedly not very fast. Good job, my son. Gift from the heavens. And oh, would you look at that? What are the chances that I would space out for a bit once more after a rather long cutscene and walk a bit more before remembering the team shot and forcing poor Zebedee to take some more damage? Good stretch for that here, apparently. And now, back to the story. Why are you laughing? Are all of you wife criminals masochists or something? I didn't beat you for your amusement. You forced my hand, which I suppose would make sense. What are you getting out of all this? What do you want from me?
I commend you. I must recognize that you are truly gifted.
What does that mean? If anything, I feel like I'm literally cursed right now. With the shape I'm in mentally and physically. I'm starting to have little blackouts, apparently. I don't remember anything that I'm doing. I find myself in strange places, talking to unusual people with little knowledge about how I got there, and honestly, it scares the shit out of me. What is going on? What is this light? Hello? Are you seeing this too, or is it just me? I can't even tell what's real anymore. The lines are all blurred, fact and fiction. The timelines are melding, and I don't know what's happening.
What?
I said I don't know what is happening, and it is really beginning to wear me down. Also, that thing just disappeared, whatever it was. I feel like when I was staring at it, I could hear whale songs, almost, in my head. Echoing. Deep.
What?
Nani? It's rude to answer the phone like that while you're talking to someone. It does sound like it may be important, though, so I suppose I can forgive you.
That can't be. That's just not possible.
Ah, now even you are feeling the pain of confusion. None of this seems real to me, which adds some plausibility to that one theory proposed a while back that this is all some sort of dream world or dream state. None of this makes sense, right? Of course it is just a dream. Please let it just be a dream. I'm so tired.
There's something wrong.
Some part of your plan falling apart? Is it me? Because I definitely feel like I'm falling apart.
Why?
I don't know! Even if you don't know what's going on, you clearly have more knowledge than I do on the matter. My running theory is that all this started with a dark ritual regarding my name, my identity, and is either meant to use me as a power source or a vessel or something. I don't know why or how, and I don't like it.
What have you wrought?
Oh, hey. It's both of you. Perfect. Can you guys share information with each other? Pretend like I'm not here if you have to. That's fine. What have you wrought? What are you planning to do still?
What? Don't get all high and mighty with me.
Yes, you're both terrible people toying with reality and matters of the unknown that you clearly don't understand. Neither of you is clean in any of this, and you have dragged me into the mud with you. Now can you please stop ignoring me and start informing me? Things are getting out of hand now, and I think it is about time that somebody told me what is going on.
I should be able to control it.
Wait. Am I the it? Was it that thing that disappeared? Be more clear with your words and look at me.
See if what you've wrought is the world that we desired.
Great. Just great. All of these megalomaniacs, these madmen have lost control of their own plots and their attempted altering of reality is now running amok. Fantastic. Now why me? Am I not actually a part of your plans at all?
Bread? Come on. You have to get out of here too.
My name is... Bradward. Fine. I won't get answers. But I will get out of this somehow.
What happened? What is this wretched scene?
Ah! Why is it so bright out here? What is going on? Is this the storm that brings the end? Is this because of something you guys did? Do the 7 heavenly kings have anything to do with this? Are they the guardians of the planet, the destroyers? I'm in so far over my head.
Bread, don't say anything.
Stop it. Leave me alone! Bread, what is happening? What? Who? Steven? What are you doing here? Where did Maxie and Archie go? What? Why? Bread, I don't know what you intend to do. Please, Steven, stop. I don't... My name isn't... My name... My name is
Bread.
End of the episode. And what a unlikely turn of events. How incredible. Is that Sonic? Gotta go fast. He's dead! He's dead, Bottom! Sonic is dead! Don't you understand? Hello, Sha. Welcome to the stream. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the Q readings. I appreciate it and hope you're doing well. Pleasure to see you on this Tuesday. We're going to read the post-credit scene quick. Don't you worry, reader. There's no story content here. I won't damage that beautiful cliffhanger with anything like that. In fact, most of the post-credit scenes haven't exactly been relevant, except for a sparse few that are very relevant. This one is just here for important gameplay moves. Like Gumby evolving to Bayleaf. Oh, Gumby. Wow, look how slick you are. Sleek and refined, cool, and just in time to immediately shift again? Evolving into Meganium. There you are, my beautiful baby boy! You're so strong and your neck is so stretchy. And that flower, it smells like joy. I love you so much, Gumby. And then there's Peter. Peter running away from the old dusty trail to Moo, who may appreciate him a bit more than I did. I've been neglectful, but there are so many friends that it is tough to give them all the attention they deserve. Farewell, Peter. May the rest of your life be filled with chili dogs and Lincoln logs. I don't remember which one was Peter. And in return, I got his Cynthia. Oh no, my Cynthia. It was his Peter, my Cynthia. That's what it was. I traded so I could evolve into a golem. That makes sense. You're back and so smoothed out now. You must have been tumbled, eh? It's working for you. My mic sounds nice. Check 16. Here's my crew. My lovely, lovely babies. Look at them. Love them so much. TLDR because this is the season finale? Incredible how things are going, isn't it? As we get more and more plot progression in the game, the cracks and flaws of the story become more and more apparent. How long did I think I could get away with improvising a story on a screenshot by screenshot basis? I didn't expect to make it this far, so it is surprising that it is holding together as well as it is. I've made exclusively bad decisions in this game so far, and I've hurt a lot of people. I need to own up to that and work toward being a better person. I can make excuses, give some sort of reasoning, but the truth is that I'm just rotten. I apologize for my behavior. It is unacceptable and unbecoming. And even as I fall at my own hands, I promise to work toward becoming someone that I can be proud of. That you can be proud of. I caught a Sizor, Anorith, Weezing, Kendra, Dugong, and Venonat. I somehow managed to beat both big battles without any losses once again, through sheer luck and happenstance. If only I could do so well competitively. Brad saves the moon, makes a very good friend or two, and begins to unravel as the toll of whatever ritual has been being performed begins to show itself. Everything is chaos. Art imitates life. Life imitates art. Thank you for being. I love you, and I believe in you. And now we're on to episode 17. What is your name? If I recall correctly, this is one of my favorite updates in this series. Some would say it's jumping the shark a little bit, but I think it's fun. I think it's enjoyable. And I hope you all enjoyed as well. Hello everyone and welcome to Hell Week. Due to many circumstances, I will have to make another placeholder update. Edit, which is now complete, though it is still a short one by nature. Here to ensure that I have it done, except this time the fully realized update won't be posted for a day or two. Edit, or now, it is here now. Meaning that nobody will see it. Edit, do you see? Can you see? Why did I do these things to myself? I also had to figure out how to work around that cliffhanger that surprised me last time. I wasn't expecting that. Nor to have to follow up on it. Darn and blast. Still standing. Yeah. As referenced, the fact that I ad-lib these stories means that even those cliffhanger endings like that take me by surprise because I realize that I'm writing it when I write it. I don't realize that that's where it's going until it's already gone there. Reading, yeah! Fuck yeah! Welcome to the stream, Jasper. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. Pleasure to see you. Unfortunately, this is the finale of reading my short story, so there will be some missing context here. If you are interested in hearing all of the story, the VODs are available on my Twitch. Right now, we're heading into episode 17 of 19, so you might be a little lost with what's going on, but I hope you're still able to enjoy in some way. Episode 17. What is your name? Editor's note. In the process of compiling all of this footage for the Bradward cut of Nuzlocke Survivor Hoenn and the DVD extras, I've run into a lot of strange phenomena. It has all been very peculiar, but this particular portion of the film appears to be suffering from some massive corruption. I'll do my best to salvage what I can, but there may be some gaps, some jumps, and a few things that just don't make sense. This has been the most unusual and taxing job in my entire career. So yeah, this makes canon the offhand joke that Bradward made about there being a Bradward cut on the DVD extras for this because he's filming far too much for them to include it into the entire season. I'm floating. I'm drifting. Where am I? Who am I? It's quiet. It's empty. It's freeing. I'm safe. I'm safe.
I'm bread. Mine.
I think I'm capable of anything now.
Give up.
I'm throwing my whole heart into this.
Pointless. You will be crushed.
Oh, foo. I'm a mermaid.
Are you
Delusional.
Please, take this with you too. Rocks and pox. Friends.
Useless. Garbage.
All right. What's your name? So it's bread.
My name is bread.
You thrashed me. I want to disappear in a wave of despair.
Give in. Embrace despair. Aspirants. Pitiful.
Oh, even you've rejected me.
Worthless.
I would love to
Never see you again.
gazing into the endless sea. New beginnings.
The end of all.
Please, someone make them stop.
They will. They are nothing.
Ellipses. Silence.
Disciple, witness me.
This weather
Did something awaken?
Yes. I know the extent of your power now. Had doubt poisoned your mind?
Ellipses. Silence.
Witness your salvation, fool.
Bread.
Yes.
You being here now, I'll take to mean that you're prepared to become.
Everything.
Well then, there's someone that I'd like you to meet.
Bring me.
The door is closed.
Let me in.
Why, if I were a rain cloud, I would shower you with gratitude and hail.
Bestie. Friends forever.
The door is closed.
Let me in.
Gets!
Dandy.
The door is closed.
Let me in.
All right. What's your name? My name is... The door is closed.
Let me in.
So it's bread.
It is over.
Listen, bread.
He's gone. Do not yearn for that which is lost.
Why am I asking you this? You already know.
Learn your place.
I think you have what's needed to help him.
I have come for the sake of my world. One soul lost for many is a small price. Mine!
Ah, so you are bread. I've heard tales of your exploits.
Centuries ago, and centuries to come, my name is Bread.
Ellipses. Silence.
You are mine, now and forever.
There is one more somewhere.
Yes, servant to fate.
Bread, there's not a moment to lose. We'll head to the Sky Pillar right away.
Witness eternity, and you will realize the worth of a moment. Mine! Mine!
In the deep blue sea, my shattered blue heart finds
No solace. Give in to fate.
the world's children dream of one day becoming.
Disciples to the Savior. The seventh made flesh once more. Mine!
They never got angry. That goes for me too.
That's probably good. You should always
Give in!
Not even. My real dad. The paper. Warmth.
Maybe it's not my bathing suit that makes men look. It must be my beauty. You truly are.
Nothing! Mine!
I was born here.
And one day you will die here. Such is the nature of existence.
Where did you come from?
I am everywhere.
Roo-roo-ree.
Silence. Ellipses.
Roo-ree.
Silence. Ellipses.
Mine!
Now where could my wife have gone? I'm always with her.
Ah, another victim of wife.
Ugh.
Mr. and Mrs. Briney. I feel so free. I feel so loved. All right. What's your name? My name is... It's short. So it's bread. Ellipses. Silence. Don't let others lead you astray. Don't lose direction as you grow older.
I know my path.
The stars. Together. We are...
Never again. Mine! Mine! Mine!
Oh my. I'm terribly sorry.
Not yet,
Bread.
child.
Everything is in your hands now. Don't fail us.
I never fail. Go. Once more I am called into action. Once more my world calls to me. Once more a cataclysm falls to me. Bread is returned, and balance will be restored. fated.
Maybe what we were trying to do was something small, even meaningless.
You needn't try. I am here.
Bread, what are you going to do?
Friend, anguished, lost, cursed,
I will reign.
All right, what's your name? I am. My name. So it's Bread.
My name is Bread. The king is risen. Relish in my glory.
Bread, my eyes didn't deceive me.
You doubted me, even still. You're on thin ice.
Get it? Because
Silence!
Ellipses. Silence. This is a gift from me. Please accept it.
I accept your offering. One more shall fall.
Giggle. Your grim look is so charming.
I am captivating, but I have no use for banal flatterers. Begone. Heretic.
Let me ask you, did you know?
Everything.
However, a compelling reason arose for me to make a comeback.
Hubris.
Leader Juan would like to battle.
Fall.
The Juan and only. We'll take a short break from that for a battle. Break the tension a little bit. All right, running short on time before I need to leave for work. Even with this speedy placeholder update. So let's go super fast. I had a strategy for this one. I don't know if it would work, but I thought it would be fun to try. I plan on sending out Gumby, my lovely Meganium, first to set up Light Screen and Leech Seed. He took an Ice Beam from the Starmie, which I expected, and it hurt quite a bit. I decided to take the risk and not heal him to see if the Light Screen would be enough to survive a second one while I placed Leech Seed. Big gambles, but that is what I have at this point. It brought him so close to the edge, but he pulled it off and I got him the heck out of there. Thanks, Gumby. I love you. Then along came my master plan. Another thing that I had no clue if it would work or not. Pocky. With Light Screen, Leech Seed, and leftovers. She got to work tanking an Ice Beam and some Thunderbolts while she set up a half-dozen Calm Mines. Then the fun began. Starmie defeated. You tried your best, but it wasn't enough. That first Thunderbolt hurt a bit, but it was all downhill from there. Pocky Blast. Tentacruel fainted. Got a nice hit in, but not enough. Pocky Pow. Ludicolo fainted. Nice drain, but still not enough. Pocky Boom. Swampert defeated. I don't even remember if you did anything. Oh yeah, Rain Dance. Thanks. Pocky loves to dance. Melodic defeated. You ain't got nothing my homegirl here. Pocky Kablam. Kingdra defeated. Nice double team attempt, but Pocky is already like 6 people. Pocky Annihilation. Leader Juan defeated. Pocky Sweep. Totally forgot to post this team shot at first, but that's what I get for trying to finish this while basically on my way out the door. And also taking almost 400 screenshots again, so it was drowning amongst a bunch of dialogue I'll probably not even use anyways. I did it. Silence. Ellipses.
Your uprising has failed once more, Candy.
From you, I sense the brilliant shine of skill that will overcome all.
I will always be superior. You are exiled once more to the beyond. Maybe stay there this time.
Silence. Ellipses.
You will recover, Juan. You are but a child compared to the forces at work here. Remember my name. I am...
I tried too hard to be someone I'm not.
I
am...
Don't push yourself too hard, dear. You can always come home. Not my mother. My mother named me. I can
Never
go home. My mother named
me.
Thank you for all that you've done. Stephen. Love. Friendship.
Power.
My
Name.
name is... All right. What's your name? Ellipses.
That's the end of episode 17. It's a pretty intense one. a little bit of jumping the shark there, but I'm still proud of what I put together with this. The shifting to bread, changing a lot of the ways that he interacts with the world, such as just immediately catching Pokemon just being like mine, whereas every time Brad would catch one, he would say a little speech about how much he loves them and why. How he denies everybody their opportunities to live or breathe or be, telling them they're worthless and useless, unlike Brad. How the memories begin all the way from the beginning with his very first awkward friend, completely in black and white. The screenshot I changed, I did that little color correction myself. Trying to remember who he was, who he is, followed by the screenshot from the beginning of the game where you name yourself, with the "what's your name?" him trying to remember and just being stomped into the dirt again with "it's bread." And each time a new screenshot from the past, a new memory, a new moment to build his power comes up, it becomes a little more colorful, it becomes a little less saturated. And each time that he is asked what his name is, the screenshot for that also becomes less saturated, more colorful, until he gets stomped back into the dirt with bread, where it's black and white. And as he builds himself back up, remembering step by step his journey along the way, all the friends, all the loves, everything that he's met that matters to him, he gets closer and closer and closer. Juan, being the gym leader, being possessed by candy, a counterpart to bread. Silly thing, but it is what it is. And then finally, the last one. The "all right, what's your name?" And the post-credit scene. Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot. I forgot! That's so good. That's so strong to me. That's so strong to me, at least. The post-credit scene just being a single screenshot, full color, so it's bread, with the arrow pointing at no. Oh, right in my heart. I just get myself with my writing style. What can I say? Oh, I love that moment. This is one of my favorite moments in the game. Truly, for sure. Absolutely. Game, story, whatever. Same thing. It might not hit as hard for other people, but this is my shit. This is my jam. I go in close to most things anyway, so it's all right. Yeah, that's totally fine. Feeling sick? Why? Because I got hot chocolate and we have whipped cream. My brother didn't check the date. Oh, I was going to say that sounds good. Hot chocolate with cream sounds great, but expired stuff is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, Jasper. Definitely rest up, sip some water. Hopefully you'll feel better soon. I hate that for you. My mic sounds nice. Check 17. The whole crew's here. Gang's all here, having a blast. Look at them. Oh, Potato's fully evolved now. Love that for him. TLDR, because it is now completed. And the deed is done. I believe those in the business would call what happened in this update jumping the shark. Or perhaps it is the fireworks factory. I suppose in the end it all depends on the perspective of the reader. Beauty being in the eye of the beholder and all that. Who knew where this story was going? Certainly not me, and I still don't. At least I was able to clean up that cliffhanger a little bit. Everything is still uncertain, and seeing as we view this world through the eyes of our dear pal... What was his name? Ah, well. Seeing as we view the world through that guy's eyes, I suppose it makes sense that we don't know everything that is going on or why. Right? Juan was defeated, implied to be perhaps another of the 7 heavenly kings, an usurper to the 7th on high, the man himself. A soul was lost, though perhaps the memories, the power of friendship, all that kooky nonsense, and the purpose of a strange piece of paper given by a not-father had some effect. I caught a Skitty, Slugma, Blastoise, Masquerain, Camerupt, Espeon, Slackoth, Downfant, Gyarados. Goodbye, I love you! Mwah! And now we can move on to episode 18, Home. Oh, and the fact that that episode was entitled "What is Your Name?" I love a good episode / chapter title, and I feel like that one, snippy, snappy, works very well. Proud of that. Oh, word? You're saying that I made it another week and have to keep cleaning up the narrative mess I left for myself using the stained mop? Bad metaphors? All a part of the plan. For those 2 of you, I estimate, that enjoy the slivers of narrative through line left behind here and there, you may want to revisit the previous update if you read it prior to Saturday evening, because I made it slightly less of a placeholder. Making progress, making progress. Episode 18. Home. It's quiet. It's empty. The stark, white void, stretching into infinity and beyond. I feel Nothing. I'm not thinking, not really. What is thought? Is this now? Is this here? Or is this later? Is this after? I'm numb. My body. My body? I have no body. I am nothing. I am nothing floating within nothing. I am everywhere and nowhere, and it is all me. I know not when I got here, where I came from. Has it always been this way? Has it always been nothing? Who am I? Am I? The question lingers in the air, a strange weight accompanying it. I feel it. The weight. I feel. Where am I? The space is empty, but feels strangely full. I'm here. Am I supposed to be here? Who am I? I feel something. Thoughts. Emotions. Reaching and brushing against my consciousness like 1,000 phantom fingers, gently, slowly drifting down my scalp, my spine. Down and down again, reaching, not pulling but caressing with a touch as light as a butterfly, ever so gentle, tracing my skull and my back and who am I? I am someone. I know I am. I don't belong here, not in this oblivion. I have a body. I have a mind. I am somebody. I feel a pressure, a presence. I see nothing, but I feel the weight of phantom limbs. My limbs. I feel. There's something else. Voices. I hear the faint whisper of voices. Familiar. Who am I? The voices are growing louder, but I can't make out what they're saying. There's a flash out of the corner of my eye. My eyes. I have sight. I see. I truly see the blank expanse before me, around me. I am not within it. I am not part of it. I am something else. Colors. Something there, just out of sight, just out of reach. The voices are growing in number, in volume. Who am I? There are flashes of vibrancy. I see places, people. The voices are screaming, a cacophony of shrill shrieking echoing in this chamber. This chamber. It isn't everything. I exist in this space. I see familiar scenes playing out all around me. Memories. I remember. I remember these events, these people. Who am I? I see my friends. I see joy and love. I hear the voices slowly shrinking, their shouts dulling. I hear their voices. They're calling to me. They're beckoning me back. Me. Who am I? There's a flash. My eyes open. I see color. I see life. The void is no more. I am here. I recognize these lands. The voices are softer, so soft, almost begging. They're pleading for me. They're calling my name. I can hear them. They're getting so clear. Their comforting tones are calling my name. My name. I am. Hi. What's your name? My name is Brad. It's short for Bradward. Whoa. What? How did I get here? What? Shake it off. Everything is okay. Right. I must have passed out. I have been pretty tired lately. The crew must have carried me here from the ocean? I was on the ocean. What time is it? I should be filming for Nuzlocke Survivor Hoenn, airing every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Sorry, ma'am. I hate to be rude, but I wonder what kind of wish is included in your name. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. I was named after my great-great-grandpappy, though. He was a war hero, fought for freedom and the salvation of so many people. You know, he was actually involved in the Great War and played a huge part in the... I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I really have to be going now. Many things to do. What's your name, by the way? My name is Kiri. Well, hello, Kiri. It is a pleasure to meet you. Do you want to be friends? I've actually been on a quest during my time on this absolutely deserted island. Where are we again? Anyways, I've been on a quest to make 100 friends, so if you...
Okay, that's nice.
Oh, splendid. You have a very warm smile. It makes me feel safe. Anyways, I do need to be going. Catch you later? Huh. I feel so strange. So light. I must have gotten some really good rest. I did have just the strangest dreams, though. It all felt so real, but if it were... Nope. No strange gray something creeping out of my heart. Huh. Some of my memories of the last few weeks and or month or so are pretty fuzzy, but it wouldn't be out of place if those dreams were real. There have been a lot of really strange occurrences here. Scientific experiments, ooky spooky occult mumbo jumbo, the cults and shadow councils, those are all real, I'm pretty sure. There are just some gaps. Surely just sleep deprivation. I really ought to take better care of myself. Where was the next checkpoint again? I know I have the memo here somewhere. What's this? The paper that my not dad gave me? I swear it was blank before, but now it looks like there are a bunch of strange symbols burned into it. Is that... That looks like a slice of bread? Whoa! Just burned to ash in my hands and blew away in this pleasant breeze. How convenient? Cliched? You're not the boss of me. At least it isn't just the standard everything was a dream nonsense. I mean, it may seem a bit like that, but shut up. I swear there's more depth, I think. Huh? Ouch, my head. According to this memo, I need to head toward Evergrande City and beyond. Better get moving. Right after I check out the city, just a wee bit. It seems pretty neat here, and it's always good to get B-roll of the area and the residents of this totally deserted island. You can never have enough B-roll, as somebody once told me. A circle of a night sky, framed by the crater of a volcano. A ring from the perspective of a lonely wanderer, resting on the cool volcanic rock and gazing skyward. And in that ring, stars flicker and blink as if they were alive, beckoning the souls of the lost into the night, the promise that they aren't alone, that there are so many others out there languidly surveying the listless, driftless flow of the stars in the sky, an ocean of light hiding amidst the shadows. I've had a similar conversation before. You're quite the poet, you know?
Maruli!
Mallory!
Do you have any? No. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I actually don't have any magazine subscriptions to sell you. I'm just a humble cameraman looking for prime footage for a reality TV show that I'm also competing in. I wish you luck in your mission. Godspeed.
Puya!
Pio! I better get going. The showrunners will be pretty peeved at me if I dilly-dally or shilly-shally for too long here. Maybe I can pick up a new friend along the way. This is Dragon. He is a pleasant lad, if a little shy and unaccustomed to being around large groups of people. I love him. I named this little one Dragon because... Why did I name him Dragon? American Dragon? Cedric Diggory? Diguragon Dragon? Something like that, surely? Yep. You missed out on all the brilliant insight into my names in the last update, the one with the most catches, because I'm a slave to silly narrative beats and won't allow myself to break. Mostly. You'll just have to wonder and wander for all eternity.
If you've come this far, what choice do you have but to keep going?
You know, you're right. I've somehow made it all the way here, through my efforts and the assistance of so many friends. It would be a shame to let all of that go to waste. Don't you worry, I'll never give up. You said it yourself, I've come way too far, and have no choice but to keep marching on. Hey, is that...
I'm happy for you. You made my cheering worthwhile.
Scott? What are you doing here? What are you cheering me on for? Is this something about... What was it? The 7 Heavenly Kings? What was your aim with all of that? I haven't found or exercised all of them yet, and you clearly seem to want that to some degree, though I can't fathom why. Why are you happy for me?
I'll get in touch with you then.
You'll be in touch, or you will get in touch with me? When? Why are you always so cryptic? And... He's gone again. I feel like I'm going mad on this island sometimes.
It's like reliving the path one has traveled in life.
I do sometimes get this strange sense of deja vu. Like I've just been in this place before, higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Like I've lived these moments, but in a different place or a different time. It is pretty odd. Nothing to dwell on, though, because that is the past, and I have to live in the present and look toward the future. My future is so bright. I'll have to get moving because I have a deadline to meet. See ya, Gramps. This is Zubaz. He's a huge fan of loosely fitting, ostentatiously patterned workout pants that will stretch with your body as you work out. I love him. Can you feel the storm? Yeah, it is the perfect name for an Electabuzz, surely. The patterns in the Pokemon itself and its connection with electricity, lightning, storms, it just makes sense. It just works.
I didn't come all this way to lose now. That possibility doesn't exist.
I admire your gumption, though I'm unfortunately a little more dour than that. The possibility will always exist, and I choose to plan for it. But I'm not going to let that thought dim my fighting spirit as I trudge on. I didn't come all this way to lose. But the universe works in mysterious ways, yeah? We only have so much control over our destiny. Don't give in to fate. Grab it by the ham hock and shape your own destiny if you can. It won't be easy, but will be worth it. Keep that sparkle in your eye. Shine on.
Hi, Bread.
Wow, Wally. Hey, man, long time no see. By the way, my name is Brad. I know you... What was that? A faint glimmer of confusion, followed by the spark of recognition. Are you feeling all right? You were a bit out of it when we last spoke, too.
But I'm not going to lose anymore.
That's the spirit. I sense a new sort of ferocity coming from you. Don't let a little bump in the road like that slow you down. Keep striving for victory, for glory. You can do... Pokemon Trainer Wally would like to battle. It. Whoa, okay, right into it, eh? Just a friendly tussle. Just another fight. Alright, one more battle to show off my very impressive and varied skill set. You'll never guess what happened here. Alright, ready? Go! So, this Altaria tried to sneak a little dragon dance in on me, but it didn't expect me to drop an X attack on my boy, Potato, here, and then get scared and use Rock Slide to kill it after it used Earthquake and really hurt me. Take that, chump. Blossom, defeated. This loser didn't expect the Electric Slide, either. Get with the times, nerd. Magneton, defeated. Same with this dude. Can't believe this dude thought he could hang with the crew. Gardevoir, defeated. Gardevoir, more like, go back to your boudoir. Yeah, nailed it. Delcatty, defeated. Delcatty, more like Rock Slide missed so you're able to hit me once or something. Ninetales, defeated. And then this Ninetales that didn't stand a chance. Maybe the Rock Slide missed on this one. I don't know. I think one of them outsped. Either way, they both did not watch out for falling rocks. Wally, defeated. Eat me, dweeb. Hamtaro damage unrelated. Wally is not elated. Crushed.
I couldn't beat you today, Bread. But one of these days, I'll...
Why are you crying? It's okay, man. You'll definitely get stronger. Also, my name is Brad. It is short for Bradward. Wow, you sure did start crying even harder now. You look like you've lost your greater purpose and the sinister presence that helped guide you along the path. Like you are being forced to accept your humanity after struggling so long to gain power beyond mortal means. Maybe I'll just leave you be for a while. I have some things to do, but you could always try and give Evan a call. I hear that you two have gotten a bit closer lately. See you later, Wally. We'll always be friends. Oh dear. Darkness imprisoning me. Again, all I can see, so on and so forth. Many a wall stands tall against me.
There's always going to be someone who's better than you.
So many people have different strengths. Chances are there are going to be people better than you in a lot of things. But that doesn't mean that you aren't also better than them in some aspects. We all have our focuses, our skills, our fortes, and we're all valid. Don't let the idea that there is someone out there who is superior to you dampen your drive to improve, to keep getting better and better. Use them as fuel for the fire, an ambition to reach for rather than a fear to hold you back. How are you finding it? Slowly. It is very dark in here after all. Oh wait, doesn't this camera have night vision? I always forget that. By the way, my name is Brad. It's short for Bradward.
It's all I can do to feign calm.
I don't even try much anymore. I just give in to the panic inside of me and let it come pouring out. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. Gotta let it out, you know? It can be a huge relief when you finally do.
You must be getting a little tired.
I'm actually still feeling pretty well rested. Like a huge weight has been lifted off of me, and I can finally move unhindered. I've got energy for days, or at least a few more hours, I think. Try to enjoy things the rest of the way. You're right. No matter what, I'm here to stay for the time being. So I may as well just give in to the ebb and flow, come and go of this competition, and just try to have fun. Enjoy it for what it is, embrace the little things, the journey itself. It's been a wild ride, but we're almost there, right? Oh, I really was almost there. What a journey. Who'd have thought that a cameraman would make it this far? I'm just a cameraman. Not much more. I'm just Brad. Short for just Bradward. End of episode 18. It's really, what do they call it? A denouement here, with the wind down, with the climax that happened in episode 17, What is Your Name? And now with the denouement heading into episode 18 and 19 with Brad finding himself, freeing himself from that void where we got to see it from his perspective rather than just from Brad's. Fun times. Reading. Oh, that's me. I'm reading. Hi, hello, Kana. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. Pleasure to see you, as always. How's it going? Hope you're doing well, having a wonderful, lovely Tuesday. Mike sounds nice. Check 18. Pickles with her twisted spoon. Love my girl. TLDR, because this is all happening very quickly. I'm reading the streamer. Oh, you're reading me? What are you reading? What is the story that is being told? Please, don't hold back. Tell me everything you see. TLDR, because this is all happening very quickly. Well, there it is. The hackneyed road to an ending here for our dear friend Bradward Justice Did you know that this happened so fast? It's like the stuff with the legendaries is the climax of the game, and it moves very quickly. Through the falling action and into this quiet, short trip, barely tying up loose ends, still leaving so many questions unanswered. It's alright, it isn't terrible, but I can't imagine it is super satisfying. Will we even see the true end of this tale? Text QUVAR to 1-800-567-0999 to vote for the man himself to somehow survive the final four and make it into the final three. Just to get that neat little bow to wrap up the topsy-turvy tale in some way. What even is all of this? I caught a shroomish and an electabuzz. Bradward wakes up. Things are a bit fuzzy, but he has to keep heading for the finish line in Nuzlocke Survivor Hoenn. No time to worry about the cults and Shadow Council and the Dark Covenant and the Institute and the Cove Dwellers and the city and the timelines melding and the Dream World and the Seven Heavenly Kings and Scott and his 100 friends and how most of them just want on and so forth. Just keep moving forward. Always. Never look back. His name is Brad, the streamer who is reading. Who's that? Who is reading? Is it me? Am I reading? What are you reading from me who is reading? Who's reading? Am I reading it? Can you read that? Interesting. And now on to the final episode of Beauty and the Yeast, episode 19, Brad. I have a weakness for titles like this. Simple, single word or small phrase titles that just encapsulate everything that the story is. Like, Crazy Diamond is Unbreakable as the final chapter or final arc in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 is fucking phenomenal. That's the first one that comes to mind, but I know there are a couple other ones that are very, very good. I think Violet Evergarden had some good ones. Possibly... I don't know, my brain's melted, but there's a lot of good ones like that, I swear. Here we stand together at the end of the world, waiting for a moment to breathe. This is not that moment for me, but it could be for you. The finale of this strange journey that we have taken, from the humble beginnings of a cameraman taking a bad deal to whatever it has become at this point. Without further ado, I present to you Episode 19, Brad. It is incredible to think that I would make it here. Making it all the way to the final 3 of Nuzlocke Survivor Hoenn, one of my top 20 favorite reality television competitions. There's been a lot of heartache and a lot of unusual occurrences along the way. I'm still not really sure what has been going on. It's been pretty quiet since I got that great nap in, though, so maybe I was just suffering from sleep deprivation? Regardless, who would have guessed that a cameraman could make it this far? And all I had to do to earn my spot in the competition was promise to film it all, continuing the job I would have been doing regardless. It's basically free. What a deal. This 100% deserted island was full of occult nonsense and scientific phenomena, or at least I think it was. I have to question how much of it was real and how much was nothing more than sleep-deprived hallucinations. It all felt very real, though. I'm on a bit of a time crunch, so there isn't much time to sit here and reminisce. There will be time for that when I'm old and gray. March on, like the penguins. Remember them? Penguins. Twin lads frame the doorway to dreams. One tells only truth, one tells only lies. But there's only one path, so it doesn't really matter which is which. Well then, this looks like it's shaping up to be a little more than a gauntlet. No time to sit and think, just diving on in. Hello, sir. My name is Brad. It is short for Bradward. What's your name?
Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four.
Lovely. You have a nice sense of style there. Excellent vest work, honestly.
I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think I was giving you any sort of sultry stare. We could be a good match, I suppose. But we hardly know anything about each other. I wouldn't be opposed to the idea. I have been on a quest to make 100 friends while I've been here, after all.
All right, you and me. Let's enjoy a battle that can only be staged.
Eh? Are you saying that we should rig the fight? I suppose it could be more exciting that way if we scripted it to make sure that every beat mattered. We could take some time to really flesh out the narrative of the battle. Nah, don't flesh out the narrative. Just give up right at the end, when it could matter most. Trust me, they'll love it. Someone. No, my conscience is right. It wouldn't be right to stage a fight this important, this far in. We'll have to duel honestly and fairly. Elite Four Sydney would like to battle. Honor and integrity. Funnily enough, those are the middle names of two of my cousins. You see, they, one of many. Oh, hey, it is a battle. This update is really going to suck, isn't it? Too little going on to comment on, basically just a smattering of battles and not much else. Oh well. I'm not an artist. But this battle is... An artist? Never mind. Here is my team for the Elite Four and Champion. I'm bringing along Baki for his incredible girth and ability to hit many things many hard. I imagine he'll be very good for Sydney and Glacia at least, and should be able to manage alright against Wallace if needed. Also, he has Sleep Talk. I was always hoping for that to be relevant at some point, not because it is a good skill set, but because that would be a fun pop-off if it happened in a battle at some point. Oh well. Shoutouts to Moo for helping me consider that as a possibility. Palulu is along mostly for Wallace, but she has coverage to help against Sydney and Glacia if need be. Plus, she's a cutie, yeah? Dahlia is there for Phoebe and Glacia, if I need her. She also has an alright hidden power ice if I need a little extra something against Drake. Pocky is here because she lives in my heart, but also because she is nicely bulky and has one of my favorite moves in Calm Mind. I gave her Ice Beam to help deal with Drake's pesky dragons, and she resists water and ice, so she should be able to hold up pretty well against Wallace. Potato is coming with because he is also a Wrecking Ball. One of the only reasons I won in a single battle challenge. He has decent coverage and bulk, so he'll do just fine against Sydney if needed. Phoebe and her ghostly folks, Glacia and her cool friends, and possibly even against Drake if I need an extra push against what will surely be a number of dragon/flying types. Because, that's what most of them are. And finally, good old Digit. I gave them Ice Beam as well, just in case I need extra assurance for Drake. And they had Thunderbolt for Wallace. Digit being nice and bulky would make them a good possible staller in case I needed time to pull anything off in a crisis. Now that I've broken down my reasoning for all of them, I never need to do it again, so the next few battles should be quick and easy in terms of recapping. Cacturn defeated. I slapped my pretty little choice band that I never thought I would use on Baki and let him rip. I also threw an X attack on him for good measure. That Leech Seed drop isn't ideal, but I've been in similar situations before. It'll be fine, surely. A little damage here and there. He is fast and strong. Tyranitar defeated. Oh, Sandstorm too. Okay, a bit more damage every turn, sure, but still fast and strong. Kapow! Houndoom defeated. That's really adding up. But I can't heal now, because the incoming fire would surely hurt quite a bit. I mean, I could switch out, sure, but what about that single X attack I used? Don't want to waste that. Kablam! Umbreon defeated. Maybe I should heal here. Nah, just keep on blasting through. It'll be fine. What's that? Protect? Alright, sure, that makes sense. Heal up and get back to the pounding. Krakow! Absol defeated. These ragamuffins got nothing on Baki. Master Grappler. Ka-ching! Sharpedo defeated. And one final nail in the coffin, in addition to a little bit of extra damage from its rough skin. Kablooey! Elite Four Sydney defeated. Sydney? More like Sydney, Australia. Am I right? Haha, nailed it. He's got the jokes, this Quvar. He's got those high quality jokes.
Well, how do you like that? I lost. It was fun, so it doesn't matter.
You know what, Sydney? That is a really positive outlook, and I respect it. Winning is nice and all, but as long as you had fun along the way, does it matter in the end? It's the journey, not the destination, right? Yeah, it isn't about the conclusion. It's about everything prior to that. Who cares if the last bit falls flat? Think about the fun you had along the way. Yeah, what that voice said?
Well, listen to what this loser has to say.
Yeah, right, sorry. You may have lost, but you're still winning here when it comes to fashion and good sportsmanship.
You've got what it takes to go far. Now go on to the next room and enjoy.
Aw, you're too sweet. I'll try and make you proud somehow. I also make an effort to enjoy things, you know? A little bit of joy can go a long way. I'll call you when this is all over, and maybe we can go for a drink or something. Get some spaghetti? This is a nice little room. A little spooky, really, but nothing I can't handle. I've grown very accustomed to the unnatural and the terrifying during my time here on this totes deserted island, so nothing really scares me anymore. I wasn't startled at all by that. No, ma'am. Hello, my name is Brad. It's short for Bradward, and I'm not a coward. What is your name?
I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. I did my training on Mount Pyre.
It's a very nice name, and I love your style, too. Those flowers are too cute. I've been to Mount Pyre. It is a sad place. We all must pass someday, though, so having a place for our loved ones to go to remember us, to honor us, it is nice. The lost will always be with us, no matter where we go, but it's still nice to have a place to go to feel even closer with them. Never forget.
Yes, the bond I developed with Pokemon is extremely tight.
Oh, sweetie. Pokemon can be great friends. I have a lot of them myself. Are you implying that you have nobody that you are close to aside from your Pokemon? It's okay. People can be tough. They can be cruel. Would you be my friend? I'm trying to gather 100 friends, and each of them is as important to me as the next. We can hang out together with our Pokemon and make one big happy crew, yeah? Elite Four Phoebe would like to battle. I suppose we are in the gauntlet here, so I probably have to prove my worth to you somehow. Let's get it on! 2 of many. And here we are again, hopping to it. Here they are, healed up and ready to go. Shedinja, defeated. Gave Potato the choice band that he wears so nicely. Didn't set up at all on Shedinja because I knew I could get it in one, and I didn't know what to expect from it, and didn't want to risk any shenanigans. Speaking of risks, that may come back later. Roasted. Dusclops, defeated. Didn't set up on Dusclops either, because I was curious if it would be enough for them as well. Nope. Survived the rock slide with just a sliver of health. Thankfully, it flinched, so there was no real trouble here. Mashed. Sableye, defeated. Uh-oh, Sableye. I chose to set up at this point, taking the fake out in exchange for an X attack. I think I used another and maybe missed a rock slide. My memory is failing me a bit on the details, as it is wont to do. Regardless, it gone now. Boiled. Bennett, defeated. Same old story, different antagonist. Baked. Gengar, defeated. Uh-oh, this friend was fast. Slipped a Thunderbolt in there, I believe. Danger, danger, that one hurt. Still out in one, though. Fried. Misdreavus, defeated. And here was the risk I took. I didn't think Misdreavus was a fast Pokemon, but I didn't know for sure. I was fairly confident I could get them in one, but I was also risking a miss with Rock Slide. But what if I healed and they had some coverage that just wiped the floor with my dear sweet Potato? Take the risk. These sort of decisions are the kind I normally make in Nuzlocke, and why I usually lose a lot more Pokemon than I did in this run. Items help too. Stick them in a stew. Potato. Phoebe defeated. Phoebe, more like fear. I'm afeard that you have lost, my dear. Haha, nailed it.
I didn't recognize it, so it's only natural that I lost.
You didn't recognize the flickering spark of newfound love? So you got very nervous and made some mistakes? Don't worry. It is scary for all of us at first, and certain parts of it will always be scary. Opening yourself up like that to someone is dangerous. You're putting your stability, your fragile heart in their hands and hoping they'll be gentle with it.
Yep. I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you.
That is a very nonchalant response, but I suppose you're just embarrassed or something. Or are you much more in tune with your emotions and are just all in immediately? Have we reached that level of casual intimacy already? We'll pick this back up later. I have to keep moving on. Ciao. Wow, this is all happening so very quickly. It really is a straight shot to the end of the line. Feels like it is quick for you, eh? Some of us have to balance trying to write this schlock while answering important questions in Discord and still making it to bed at some point. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. Ouch. Who's talking? Anyway, hello there. My name is Brad. It's short for Bradward, actually. I was named after my great-great-grandpappy. I'm sure you've heard of him. He was a huge hero in the war. But I don't have time to revel in his glory right now. I have to make my own. What's your name?
Welcome. My name is Glacier of the Elite Four.
That's a very unique name. Cool and beautiful like freshly fallen snow. Untarnished by man nor beast. Shimmering in the light of the rising sun on a lazy winter weekend. I'd love to learn the origins of your name, and more about you in general. Would you be interested in being friends, perhaps?
What about you?
Well, of course I would. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't mean it. I've been on a quest to make 100 friends, actually, and each one is very near and dear to my heart. I'd do just about anything for them.
It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you.
If that is what you want. I do think we should actually have a dinner or two first. Maybe go for a walk on the beach. I hear that there are some fascinating things to find there. We could even find a boat. Leave for Glacier would like to battle. Right, the battle. Yep. I knew that was where this was headed. Pitter-patter, let's get at her. 3 of many. Hello, puppy. Welcome to the stream. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic Tuesday. You did unfortunately miss the climax of the story here. With the finale, we're in the final episode, so you're on the denouement, the wind down, the falling action. But the VOD will be available if you want to check out the full finale. I wasn't sleeping, I swear. It's okay, sleep is very important, and I'm glad you got some rest. Like I said, you can feel free to check out the VOD if you have the time later. I am very proud of the ending of this story, honestly. Even if it's not perfect, there's a lot of good stuff here. Once more with gusto. Leading with good old Baki again, likely being able to hit most things decently hard with his brick breaker and the choice band and wrapped around his ankle. Or something. I haven't asked where he wears it. Cloister, defeated. Oh wow, a cloister. This will be fine, right? Just toss an X attack on and okay, thanks for that crit ice beam. Now I have to heal because that was very close and scary. One more hit, not as hard, and a returning smack to finish it off. May have tossed a second X attack in there while I was at it, but I don't think I did. Whew, rocky, icy start, yeah. Jinx, defeated. Ah yeah, I think the cloister may have set up a hail too. I forgot until I saw this. I'm pretty sure I knocked the Jinx out of the park in 1, and I took that measly chip damage from the hail. No problem, it's fine. Hecky. Walrein defeated. See? Slow and bulky, but no match for Baki. Hoorah! Piloswine defeated. The hail was over by that point, too, so another slow but bulky target eats a brick to the face. You ever seen the movie Brick? It's this neat film noir-esque high school mystery drama featuring Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It was super fun and fresh, and I would definitely recommend it. Anyways, Piloswine is cooked. Glalie defeated. Glalie didn't stand a chance either. What was I even worried about? Everything is fine. There's no foreshadowing of terrible events here. No way. Lapras defeated. Totally. See? Slow and bulky, but not against Bricky Baki. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Glacia defeated. Glacia, more like glad to meet ya. Haha. Nailed it.
The all-consuming heat overwhelms.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit hot myself. Strange considering we are in a freezer, basically. Best to keep ourselves under control, though. How about a cup of hot cocoa later on? We can chat about our favorite temperatures and miscommunications or something.
Advance to the next room.
Sure, very curt, I understand. I wasn't refusing you, I swear. I just think it's better if we take it slow. Call me sometime? Wow, that was fast. It's like I was here in a flash. I really need to speed this along. I'm probably not getting any sleep tonight, am I? Sleeping is important. You should really take care of yourself. You're not even my real dad. Don't tell me what to do. Who said that? Oh, hello there, friend. My name is Brad, short for Bradward. And you are?
Arr, I'm the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four. Drake the Dragon Master.
Hello, Drake. Wow. You're all just dripping with style, aren't you? Your hat and jacket are way cool, and your mustache is really exquisite, really. You must take great care to maintain it.
At times they hinder us. At times they help us.
Yes, they really can be a hindrance. All the hair, getting in your mouth or absorbing food, it can be super annoying. But it can help, mostly to look super rad or scruffy, depending on the type. Can be a bit skeezy too, I guess. The appearance itself can really be a hindrance too.
Do you know what is needed?
For mustaches or just in general? I think a nice thickness is important in a mustache, very often. It allows for a general aesthetic and can make room for so many styling options. In general, I would say love, respect, friendship, and a healthy sense of self. Also, sleep. Oh, and you need to stay hydrated. Would you be interested in drinking some water together and maybe being friends? I'm on the last leg of my journey here on this absolutely deserted island, and I have been on a quest to make 100 friends, so I need all the caring bodies that I can find. Elite Four Drake would like to battle. Prove myself through battle? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That is what this whole stretch here is about, after all. Four. Like 404, update not found. I'm so tired. Here they are, all of my friends. They're all here. Pocky leading because she is a good lass, full of spice and fury, and also a tranquil perspective. And Ice Beam. Aerodactyl, defeated. Well, that was something else. This Aerodactyl spammed Rock Slide. Not a bad idea, but the way it played out was super goofy. Starting off strong with a crit, hurt, but I began to set up Calm Mind. Then a miss, fantastic, more calmness, another hit, sure, but really? Another crit? How? Why? Oh well, heal up just to be safe. And another hit, no crit this time, but a flinch. Then I finished setting up Calm Mind and hit it with a Surf while it missed Rock Slide like 4 times in a row. Super weird start to all of this. Flygon, defeated. Your earthquakes can't hurt me much. Eat Ice Beam, twerp. Foe Dragonite, defeated. Your outrage actually can't hurt me much. Feast on this Ice Beam, nerd. Altaria, defeated. I don't think you even did anything worthwhile because I definitely can't remember, and it looks like Pocky healed a bit, probably from the leftovers. Or did a lot more happen that I can't recall? Who could say, really? Not me. Devour this Ice Beam, Nimrod. Kingdra, defeated. You're spooky because you also have faded from my memories. I didn't take any damage, though, nor did I heal. Curious. Ah well, choke on the Psychic, Superintendent. Salamence, defeated. You think you're so cool. I bet I can't even remember what you hit me with. And guess what? I can't. Stuck on this Ice Beam numbskull. Drake, defeated. Pocky Power, eating dragons for breakfast. Or feeds them breakfast, if anything I say is relevant. Drake, more like dreaming of sleeping while awake is a hopeless endeavor and just makes me more tired and sad. Nailed it.
Superb. It should be said.
You're pretty super yourself. I can't get over how cool you are. Experienced, wicked, just a bit edgy, refusal to wear shirts. Awesome.
You do seem to know what is needed.
I have a pretty good taste, if I do say so myself. I need to hurry up and reach the end, or the voice in my head will collapse from mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion. Don't tell me what I am. You don't know. You're just the character. I control you. Go to sleep. No, you, child. Anyways, Drake, I'd love to talk more over some cool, refreshing water, like I mentioned earlier. I imagine I can learn a whole lot from you. Did you just lick your lips?
Go. Go onwards. The champion is waiting.
Right. You're absolutely right. I need to be going. Catch you on the flip side, old-timer. Deep breaths, Bradward. This is a moment you've been waiting for at least a couple of months, probably. No fear, no regrets. Get in there and take down whoever is waiting for you. This champion. Oh no. Is this the champion of one of the many factions I've been having to deal with? Or the champion of some god or other? Please, I've been through so much. I just want this to end cleanly somehow. No more ruminating, just heading in. It's go time.
Welcome, Brad.
Steven? What are you doing here? By the way, my name... That's my name.
I was looking forward to seeing you here one day.
You've been waiting for me? You believed in me even when I didn't? Even when the forces of darkness were tearing at me from all sides, even as I questioned myself and my worth, you believed in me?
What has awoken in you? I want you to hit me with it all.
I've awoken purpose. I've awoken love. I've awoken a newfound strength to carry me on. The power of my friends lifts me up and will take me to even greater heights. Champion Stephen would like to battle. You and I, Brad and Stephen. So, prior to this update, I hacked into my save file and changed the in-game name from Bread to Brad to have this moment. Huge moment. Fucking huge. So this was a bit of a surprise for me. Was totally expecting Wallace, so that threw me for a loop. Made a lot more sense for Brad's story, though, so I'm very content with it. Didn't remember that it had just led you straight into things when you walked through the door, so I dived in headfirst with what I had going for me. Thankfully, I had healed up Pocky after the Drake fight because she was taking point once again. Setting up Calm Mind on the Skarmory was fun. It said spikes down, tossed some toxic around here and there, and protected a bunch. I healed a few toxics on and off to keep the leftovers heal as meaningful. Then, when the time came and Pocky had reached a state of total zen, I let loose. Pocky power! Skarmory defeated. Cradily defeated. That Cradily didn't do much from what I recall. It may have hit me, or was that just toxic damage? Either way, it dropped like a bag of rocks. Sizor defeated. Okay, now that one was stupid of me. Sizor is fast and strong and has Silver Wind, which, wouldn't you know, hurts Pocky quite a bit. Big scare, but she is big and strong and thankfully still alive. I don't want to lose you, Pocky, especially not this close to the end. Claydol defeated. Full restore on Pocky, keep her safe. Claydol did something, but I wasn't paying attention to it. I was too concerned for Pocky. Also, that was over 24 hours ago, and I'm so tired right now. Pocky crunch! Tyranitar defeated. Silly Tyranitar just tried to do a shimmy and a shake, a dragon dance in the face of a surfing Pocky. Foolish. A critical hit! And then Pocky finishes it off with a totally unnecessary bang. Overkill, Pocky. I love you. And Champion Stephen was defeated. Champion Stephen, more champion, can't believe he's beaten. Haha, nailed it. No team shot here because of all the post-battle shenanigans, but I know it isn't needed anyway. And back to the actual proper wind down of the story. Kudos to you, Brad. I remember kudos. Those are pretty tasty. Are they still around? Cursory Google search says no. Oh well, that's fine. Praise for my dear friends is worth so much more than a delicious granola bar with chocolate and other delectable goodies. Thank you, Stephen, for more than you may know.
They came together as one and created an even greater power.
All of my friends that I've made here? It is true. I don't know how I know or what purpose it served, but I feel like I'm only here right now in part thanks to all of my friends, even the few that I've missed of late. They will always be in my Brad! May? You. Yeah! Yeah, that's me. I'm your Brad. What are you doing here? How are you? What happened out there? Where have you been? Are you all right? I've missed you. Huh? What? I know. There was some strangeness between us for a time, but our connection was very real. You were the first friend that I made here, and I will never forget you. Brad, could it be that... Yes, it is true. I love you. Don't worry about it too much right now. There's been a lot going on, and I have a lot of people to talk with once this is all over. It'll be some work figuring out what it all means. Do you?
See? What did I tell you, May?
Ah, you are so sneaky! Don't worry, man. That may or may not be my boss. I'm still unsure about that. I'm not doing anything untoward with May, who may or may not be your daughter.
Didn't I tell you that you don't need to worry about Brad?
Yep, totally clean and clear. I'm a good Brad. Wait. Yes, that's right. I'm crying. Why am I crying? Yes. My name is Brad.
Brad, you finally done it.
Huh? I've done what? Why are you just smiling coyly yet so warmly? This writing style will never cease to be a bit weird. Just describing things through dialogue so poorly like this. It is the way I've chosen to do things, though, and so it shall be.
Ah, yes.
Ah, don't shout like that. I'm in a vulnerable emotional state right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to stop speaking entirely. What were you saying before? That I had accomplished something? This doesn't have anything to do with the Shadow Council or the Dark Covenant or the Seven Heavenly Kings or... Sorry, I shouldn't keep pushing you on those things. I'm just happy to be here with all of you.
Come with me.
Oh, sorry, it's Steven. Come with me. Oh, yes, of course, Steven. Sorry to ignore you like that. There was just a lot that has happened, and a lot of catching up that needs to be done.
You'll have to wait outside with Professor Birch.
Oh, she's fine. Don't worry, Steven. You'll probably have to get used to a lot of people tagging along with us, if my interpretation of past events is any indicator. I may have accidentally... Oh, she has to stay because we're going to have a champion time? I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, please, May. You must know that I'm a sympathetic groaner, right? Silence. Ellipses. Why are you looking at me with that soft smile and those kind, warm eyes? Are you tearing up? It's okay, May. I'll be back out in a jiffy. I won't leave you behind. Not again. Brad, honestly, congratulations. I love when you say my name. I'll be back, May. What happens here? Are you turning on a slow jam? Is now really the right time to play Scrabble? I mean, they're right outside the door. Okay. I can tell you're all fired up and in the mood for some tender Scrabble playing. I can't say no to that pretty face. Come on, let's fade to black again. Dang, why do I put myself into these situations? Welcome to the Hall of Fame, all my lovely, beautiful babies. Oh, wow. Look at all these absolute champions. I definitely used all of them for this challenge, and not just half of them. I love them all so much, though. Wow. What a journey I've been on. I still don't know how I've placed a Nuzlocke Survivor Hoenn airing every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on CBS, but I've accomplished so much, contented with so much along the way. I've faced fears and faced the dangers of the unknown. I've filmed so many things, perfecting the art of cinematography, and becoming a true master of B-roll. Now that I've done it for a while, though, I don't know if camera work is really for me. I think it's about time that I start pursuing something new. I haven't tried competitive cycling yet, and I'm already on this bike. There's a thought. I don't know how long I've been riding now, but I think this may be just right for me. Cycling, here I come. I've been reflecting on a lot of what I've done here still. There are so many friends that I've made, and I've almost definitely reached my goal of 100 friends. And even though you know I absolutely considered it, I'm not going to go back and count them all now because it is way early in the morning at this point, and I still need to sleep. What? Anyways, the strange thing about it is I feel like I've accidentally built a harem rather than just a large group of friends. So many of them seem interested in more, and I can't say I'm not interested too. Love is universal, right? I guess the real Nuzvivor hoes were the friends we made along the way. Oh, hey, May. Are you joining me in this new endeavor? I'll never leave you. Not if I can help it. Together, we can fly. Or my name isn't Bradward Justice to the end. Editor's note. Yeah, sorry, folks. That's where the footage cuts out on this tape or file, whatever it is. I also don't know. I guess our good friend Bradward's found a new passion, moved on to bigger and better things, or just different. After editing all of this footage for hours on end, I have to say, I'll kind of miss the guy. I wonder how he's doing now. And that is the end of Beauty and the Yeast. Ending with a nice little reference to one of the previous episode titles, Together We Can Fly, being for both May and Bradward. And of course, we still don't get to learn what his last name is right at the end, getting cut off by the credits. Speaking of the credits, it does look like there's one last post-credits scene here.
Hi, Brad. It's me, Scott.
Huh? Scott? I thought you were long gone. I haven't heard from you in years. What do you want? Are you going to fess up now and tell me whether or not you're a real person? And what all that nonsense was about on that completely deserted island I was stranded on during my stint in Nuzlocke Survivor? I haven't thought about all that in a long time. I'm past that now. I'm building houses out of Mega Blocks for charity with my friends now. This is my new life. I've been doing it for 3 days now, and I'm never looking back.
There's this place that I'd like to invite you to for a visit.
No, 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 no. I'm done being involved in your shenanigans. Enough. I just want a quiet life with my many true loves.
I'll fill you in on the details when we meet. I'll be waiting.
That's very ominous, and sounds like I don't have much of a choice in the matter. Fine. I'll grab my camera. Click. The adventures of Bradward Justice are never over. What's his next adventure? Who knows? I didn't write it, and I probably won't. But it's the implication of more to come. Because the story never ends. My mic sounds nice. Check 19. All of my beautiful babies. Look at them all. Love them. TLDR, because this is the end. That's it. It's over. Honestly, despite how tired I am and how little time I had in-game and in life to wrap this up, this turned out better than I expected. This particular update, I mean. The whole thing, too, I suppose. It isn't some masterpiece by any means, but it is fun and has some good moments sprinkled throughout. There's some choice lines, some funny bits, some not-so-funny bits, some hype moments, and a lot. I never expected to make it this far, nor did I expect to take Brad as far as I did. The story really got out of hand at a few points. I never had control of it. The nature of it being the off-the-cuff created lore and canon that I then had to mostly stick to for the rest of the story, leading to some interesting developments and something that's far too complex for being as simplistic as it truly is. There are a lot of goofy little jokes and references and Easter eggs that I'd love to point out but don't have the time or really memory for. Basic ones being things like the previously mentioned joke that all of the episodes are titled before I even write anything, so sometimes they just end up having nothing to do with the content. Or the title of the update where Brad fights Norm being called Fade into the Ether. If you take the beginning and end of the title and mash them together, you get Father. Things like that. So basically, I'm an idiot. No matter what happens from here, thank you for joining me on this journey. This has been an experience. It really has. I'll never forget this. Brad defeated the Elite Four, the champion, and found purpose and love with his true friends. There's also a post-credits scene that means nothing in the grand scheme of things, and certainly won't be coming back, but I thought it was fun. I need to sleep. At least a little bit. I really do. But before that, know that I love you. I'm thankful for you. And I'm happy to have known you. Even if it was just through these one-sided posts creating some kind of improvised story. And that's it. That's Beauty and the Yeast. The entirety of the short story that I wrote 3 years ago in its ridiculous, winding, weaving glory. So many in-jokes, so many little silly references, so many diatribes and rants and paragraphs, so many ridiculous notions and statements and wild twists and turns, and an ending that I'm ultimately proud of, a story that I'm ultimately proud of. Well, again, it is no masterpiece, truly. I do think it is good, and I am proud and pleasantly surprised by the story that was weaved here through, especially given the circumstances of writing it. Like, the way in which it was written and the world in which I lived during writing it is fucking insane. So the fact that it ended up being anywhere near as coherent and entertaining and meaningful, heartfelt as it was is fascinating. Imagine sleeping. I do. And I will, and I have. In fact, I will sleep tonight at a decent time because reading this took a lot less time than I expected it to. Meaning this is going to be a relatively short stream, so I have some time afterwards to fuck around, find out, and get some proper rest. What a time to be alive. Sleep. Yeah, we're going to catch up on some sleep today. As long as I don't get distracted. That does happen sometimes. But thank you all for being here on this journey. Whether you've popped in from time to time during any of the streams, any of the episodes, if you've followed along with the story from the beginning, whether you loved it, hated it, or were indifferent. This is very personal and very special to me. and it was a blessing to be able to share with all of you. So thank you for listening, and for those of you that did, thank you for caring. I really do appreciate it. We will be back on Thursday for a little more Alan Wake 2. It's going to be a short stream again because it's the Tuesday and Thursday streams, which I can only do like a maximum of 3.5 hours generally, maybe 4 if we push it. So I'll probably just get through a little bit of that, maybe one more chapter or something, but we'll do a little bit of Alan Wake 2 on Thursday, and we'll get back into Baldur's Gate 3 with Dugas and the Krugus and his Dark Urge on Saturday, where we should be able to finish Undoing the Underdark and possibly finish Act 1. I don't really know. The game's so much longer than I ever expected it to be in every step of the way, but we'll be getting close to it. Saturday. Nice little Saturday. Thank you for the head pats, puppy. I love you so much. Thank you for existing. And thank you for being here and helping to bring this story to life with the cover art for it. Even long before you knew what you were really drawing and why. I hope that the art makes a little more sense now in hindsight, knowing what the story is about. Oh, I love you, bitch. It's okay, puppy. Love can be a two-way street. It can also be a information superhighway where it goes many, many different ways, as evidenced by Brad and his harem. But in this sense, I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me? You already did. It is what it is. We are going to... Yeah, we'll send a raid out to Shiro. Sorry, I meant Devi. I saw Shiro in Devi's chat, so I was checking to see if Devi was still live. We'll send a raid out to Devi, because Devi is live right now. She is going to be having a debut for her full PNG design next week, I believe Thursday. So you can go share some love now, follow her if you haven't already, and be ready for that little debut stream. It'll be kind of fun. If you have not had my emotes, here is a raid command for you. If you have had my emotes and do have them right now, here's an emote. Ellie! Ellie, what are you doing? Silly, silly. I'll fix you later. I don't have time to fix you right now. Unless I hit... this is what I get for being in mod view. There it is. Ellie! Ellie! I forgot. I forgot. How do I forget about that every time? Fucking hell. Thank you, Kuvar, for gifting a sub to Stream Elements. I appreciate it. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. All right. Now I'm going to type another message into chat. Just so I can show off. Oh no, I have the 25 gift sub badge, but I'm also the #1 top sub gifter for the month right now. That's me. Me, Kuvar. Anyways, I'll see you all on Thursday and on Saturday eventually. Thank you to those of you who still stopped by to say hi, even just for a moment. It means so much to me in general, and especially on a night like this, on a stream like this. Thank you to those of you who stuck around for a while. I hope I could provide you with some kind of a smile, as I promise you have done for me. Thank you to the lurkers. You truly are my lifeblood. And of course, as always, never forget, his name is Brad. It's short for Bradward. Middle name, Justice.
I didn't know you were streaming.
Hello, Gary. I'm no longer streaming. You came in just at the end. But thank you for joining the Kuvar Me Hard this time with money. We're at tier 3 again for 22 months. Holy fuck. You are quickly approaching that 24-month time period, that 2-year period. You'll get your pineapple soon enough. Thank you so much for your continued enthusiasm and support. I appreciate it more than I can say. Thank you so much, Gary, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you are interested in knowing when I'm streaming, you can always check my my Twitter, where I will post and pin my schedule each week on Mondays. And I should update my schedule on Twitch itself more often, but I always forget to do so. I'll be live again on Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Those will be my next couple streams. But yes, thank you. All y'all, get fucked.
Urban Boy 7323232.
Somebody's getting somebody's getting somebody's getting somebody's Get